Okay, a new venture begins. Huw, wouldn't it be nice, woodturner? This is all your fault. This is what happens when you tell me I should be making pens, or I should have a go at making pens. Got some new pen blanks there, because I don't do resin yet, so obviously I can make loads of wooden pen blanks, because I got loads of wood to do. Not a problem. In here, all these boxes is all the pieces I need for making pens, as well as a little bit of skill. I don't know where the hell I'm getting that from, but we'll see what happens. Should be able to do it. New Nova pen jaws, new sanding stuff from GT Abrasives. The mandrel is there from Axminster, and then boxes and pen kits and all sorts. And I've got some more pen kits turning up from Taylor Mirfield tomorrow, hopefully. The lathe, she's relatively nice and clean because now it's all back together. Darren has 90% fixed it. We've had all the back plates off, and it's had a whole new control box. There you go, you see, nice and new control box fitted to it, which has actually stopped, I think, most of the gremlins. All right, let's crack on. So I just wanted to show you guys, obviously this is my little jig that I just made up because I don't have a table saw yet. There's your 6 inches mark. That'll do a fountain pen, lid and body, or 2 smaller pens. And there's the 25mm mark, 1 inch. And obviously you just hold a bit of wood to that mark there, the outside edge, chop it, job done. It's been actually quite good for a little jig. Yeah, like I say, I ain't got a table saw. You have to make do with what you got. So I've got the teak all cut up, the walnut all cut up, beech all cut up, purple heart cut up into small little lengths because that's all I had, and then the really old ancient purple heart is cut up there, and that was cut up by the bandsaw. And that's the one that I'll be doing a collaboration with a master pen turner. And obviously the lathe, I'm going to crack on and get you guys mounted up there on the arm. So this is the fountain pen kit you get. I've put this together to work out exactly how it all, is supposed to go. And yeah, I think it's really, really cool actually. So most of the time, the barrels come just shiny brass, and you need to rough it up yourself. But because these are the expensive kits, they come already pre-roughed. I've just put this one pretty, really gently together so that I could show you guys how it would be assembled without the wood on it. So that nib screws on like that, nicely, and then as you can see, very posh. And then it's even got a thread this end as well on the tip, on the end of it. So that's the actual body of the pen itself. And then this one is the lid. Obviously nothing's tight, so everything's a bit wonky on it. But so this is the lid here. Look at the detail it's got on it. It's really quite pretty, isn't it? That black plastic there slides all the way up inside, and these obviously slide down. These slide tight. But I can't press it together, because if I do that, I won't be able to get it back together again, get it apart again for making the pen. And then yeah, so that lid goes in there onto that, and then it's just like a half turn or whatever it is, 3/4 turn on there, and it will sit like that. Look really, really pretty, I think. And then it comes off, your pen comes out there, and you can put the lid back on top because it had that screw top to it as well. So your pen can actually be that long. That'd be really cool. So for the body, I've got this piece of walnut here. Look, walnut. I think it's quite a pretty piece actually. It's got some good figure into it. We'll drill this out. middle of that out, drill it out, slide this in. I'm going to epoxy it in. I don't want to trust just super glue, so I'll epoxy resin it in the middle. And then what you do is slide it to one edge so it's flush with one face. And then you use a tool that I've completely forgotten the name of it. That's really helpful. I'll remember it by the time I do it. And basically you face it here and it just chews the end down until you just see the little bit of brass, and you know that that is square. Both ends are square. Even though I've chopped it on a chop saw, it's relatively good. It might not be perfect. So first job is to get that mounted up in there. Oh, look at that. In the kits, what I've made, it's an excuse to have a Chinese takeaway, isn't it? Because they give you these tubs, and I hate not recycling stuff. So here we go. And there's the two that you need, and these are the blocks that go on your mandrel. So they go on like that, and like that. Ooh, almost look like we know what we're doing here. And they go onto the compression mandrel that I will show you guys later. And for this one, it is the smaller drill bit, which I've written on there, is 10.5 millimeters. Bigger one is 12.5 millimeters. So I'll find that now. They're your bushings, by the way. I'll find the drill bit. Right. 2 new drill bits, also supplied with the pen kits that I bought. And these pen kits are from Taylor Mirfield. And as you can see, they're a Taylor Mirfield Kappa. These fountain pens are. You can choose to have it in rollerball or fountain. So you suppose you could make 2. Or have an interchangeable head. That's quite cool. There we go. A hole. It does look pretty central. So yeah, I will get some resin mixed up now. Push that in there. And barrel trimmer, that's what it's called. Then I use my barrel trimmer. Right, so very quickly, what we have is we have a Zeta pen kit, we have a 2 Kappa pen kits, and then we also have a Pratchett pen kit. And I've got all the blanks ready, prepped as you've seen, and I'm going to get them all epoxy resined with Gorilla epoxy, 5-minute epoxy, but it's a liar. It's not 5-minute epoxy. It actually, really, you need to leave the thing overnight. 5-minute will hold it, but yeah, it's not fully hardened after 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to get them done now. Leave these for 24 hours, well, till the morning. And I'll see you guys in the morning, we'll get them turned. Make some pen. Hopefully I'll get it right. Turn it on. Oh, that'll do. We're only at 350 RPM as well still. that you heard? Or was it just starting to hit the brass again? And it is only just as well. There we go. So now we have a wood blank with a brass barrel inside it, ready to go onto the mandrel. I'll do this one off camera. It'll be quite fast again, actually, to be honest. But I'll do it off camera. And then I'll true all the other ones up as well off camera before we then start getting the compression mandrel on when we start making them all. So we've got a lot to make today. Okay, see you in a bit. Axminster compression pen mandrel. So, as you get that on, and it is really posh looking. Even got instructions on how to use it. Oh, get her out of the box, look at that. Now one side's got a live centre on it. So that's a bearing. Obviously that's tailstock side. You don't want to put that on the drive side. And the other side is the drive side. And that has a grub screw that goes all the way into it as well. So we can slide the drive side in. There we go. Slide the drive side in. Slide the live side off. Pull that into the tailstock like that, like so. And we don't need these spacer rings, or should I put a spacer rings on the back? So we take that one off. We need that to give ourselves a little bit of space away from the headstock, can't we? I'm putting 2 on, sod it. And then slide on cone, that end. Then slide on that. Can you see that we're coned here and we're coned there? That slides on like that. Then we slide the other cone on. Like that. And that, you see it centres it straight away, which is really good. I'm going to put the other spacer on just because, so I've got it, I've kept it safe. And then we slide the tailstock up. Oosh, look at that. You know when your lathe's lined up properly if you can do that. And it does hit it actually. Just lifts it. So I'm going to wind out my tailstock to make sure I can get the ribbon. I'll wind it out to there, and just to make sure that I can get my tool rest in there, because that'll be a nightmare if I can't get the tool rest in. And then I'm going to press it quite harsh, so I see everything's pressed into place. Yeah, Huw has told me speed is the key with this. He spins up to 2,500 RPM. Oh, it feels really overkill having a lathe this big for such a small piece of wood. Oh dear. Right, okay. I have to literally get my tool rest pretty much touching my my tailstock. Right, that's nice and tight. Let's get it on at 350. Ah, lovely. Right, we're going to wang it all the way up. There we go, that's 2,500 RPM. Let's get it turned around. And then what I can do is sand down to the tops of those bushes. Yeah, we'll do, yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand this up now. So I'm going to sand it with ordinary sandpaper first, but I'll sand it with a block underneath it, or I'll use one of the hard pads but really soft, because I don't want to press hard and any of the sandpaper tear out any of the harder and softer grains, because I'd like to keep it nice and super smooth if I can do, because it's a fountain pen. So yeah, okay, it's gonna be noisy, so I'm not gonna do any talking whilst doing this, but I'll start off sanding this at 120, then work my way up to perhaps 800 on here, and then I'm gonna do a super glue finish. Nice thin coat over the top. There we go. And so that is what it's going to look like. You guys can see, nice and shiny. But I'm going to put 4 coats of this on, this really thin one. That won't take too long to dry up on there anyway, because it's super thin. So 4 coats of that one, and a further 4 coats of the thicker one. So you'll have 8 coats of super glue on there in total, before I then go back at it with the wet and dry. Well, I'll get this one done for you guys, just so you've seen 1 coat of it. It's exactly the same. It's going to be exactly the same to do it with the other 2 coats of the thin one, and exactly the same 4 coats of the thicker one. You can see it's quite a bit thicker, that one is. At that speed, I won't need to use any activator. They're going off that quick. See how fast the other one goes off. But yeah, I'll cut you guys off camera. I'll do that, and then bring you back when I'll bring you back once I've come to sanding it up. Okay, so that's the super glue all dried up and gone off. I've got some little tiny ridges in it, just from where I've had the cloth and gone forward and backwards, but it's absolutely fine. Not a problem. Sandpaper will soon sort that out. I've got some amazing sandpapers. They're actually in the tub, in my surf tub. I didn't really know where else to put water in. That's quite a good idea. I just sprayed my bedways down a little bit. I'm just going to get some tissue. I don't want my bedways to rust, so I just sprayed it with some GT85 just to protect it. I've got the sandpapers are from GT Abrasives, and they're brilliant actually, little pads. And it comes with a little metal stand hook. It's quite cool. So I'll screw that to the wall at some point. There is their, whether you guys can see that or not actually. There is their contact details there. GC Abrasives, GT, where I got that from, GC Abrasives. And yeah, we've got 1500, 1800, 2400, 3200, 3600, 4000, 6000, 8000 and 12,000, and I'll be using all of them. I'll put that over there. I'll be using them all on this, so I'm going to get it spinning up to around about 2000 RPM, I think. I think I'm going to go with 1800 on this. Alright, so 1500 one first. Plenty of water on it as well. And Huw was telling me all about the fact that this basically wants to cause a paste-like substance on it. So that is it all polished up to 12,000 grit. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty shiny. That's for definite. Make sure we keep that clean. However you guys can see that. Get up. Super shiny. What I've got to do now is get the bushings off. Ha! Got one off. Just a bit of tapping. Yeah, got the other one off. Okay. So a bit of tapping gets them off. Well, there isn't a lot of wood, is there? Right, put this one to one side safely. Because that one's all done. And these bushes need to now go away in the same box that they came out of. Because if they don't, I'll lose them. Because I'm an idiot. Love it. Spacer off, cone off, blank off. Oh, yep, blank off. Look. I do like this super glue finish, CA finish. And there we have another pen bank ready to, another pen barrel ready to mount up. So actually we could set this back up. The next one to do, which is the resin one, that can go on there like that. Take that all that lot out of the way. So the pen press set, 2 moist taper from Charmwood. I know you can make your own of these. It wouldn't be difficult. It really wouldn't be difficult. But it's just really useful to have them in here, to be honest. Bong that end in there. Bong that end in there when you've wound it out a bit, you idiot. I might end in there like that. Get it out of the way, and then then I need to remember what order this goes in, because that could be a laugh if I get this wrong. Okay, that's that lot out of the way. So we're going to learn from scratch together here. Oh, these are, I am not opening these up properly. They're going to have to get ripped open. So that one and that one go together over there. I'm pretty sure we all know what this one is. That's the pen clip. Oh my god, these bags are fiddly. Taylor Mirfield, would you mind putting them in a slightly bigger bag next time? So that one and that one go together. I take it they go on that way around like that. Oh yeah, they fit on the tree there. So that's that one. That one and that one, again, it will go on that way round. Yep. Now to the fiddly bits. I should just edit out me opening these bags, because that, yeah, do you know what? No. Give that up, because that needs to be pressed onto this barrel here. Oh yeah, that's going to be nice and tight to do. That's fine. So let's bring up the tailstock. Chuck all that line there out of the way so I don't lose it. Put that in the centre of there. Now, give it a bosh. Line it up, nice and straight. Give it a push. So it can't go anymore. No, that can definitely go a little bit because that's loose. So that can definitely go some more. We'll see in a second. I'll put the other bit on, which will be this end here then. We'll go in there. So that end unscrew, yeah, that end unscrews. Just take that end out. Just unwind that all the way. There we go. That doesn't rattle now. Oh, just because I was being an idiot then. Houston. I think we have a problem. I think that one was supposed to go on that one. So why was that in the same bag as that? Oh dear. I'll put some silicone grease on those, I think, because they squeak. I'm a bit worried about that. Right, so that's that bit pressed together. I'll put some silicone grease on them afterwards. It's a pretty end, isn't it? And then we know that goes in there. So for a fountain pen, it'll be like that. It's got a nice weight to it, it's quite heavy. So that needs to go that way around into there. And that goes on top of that. And that gets pressed onto there. There you go. It's nice because I've got that in line with the stripe now. Okay. And then that one goes in there, and then I want to set it up so that I know it. So when it's locked in place, like that. Yeah, that's better. Lovely. That is one fountain pen. He's quite happy with that one. And then you take off the lid, turn it around, and it goes on the base slot. Feels very nicely that way around. It's quite heavy though when it's that way around. Now again, I don't use a fountain pen, so who am I to say it's heavy? I do like the fact that it makes a nice straight barrel when it's on the end. And it locks in when it goes that way around. Pretty. Right, now I've just got to make another one of those and a biro. So let's go for it. Be up to 2,500 RPM. good. Right, okay, so I've just, been and picked up the silicone grease, which Amazon did a great job and put the bloody tub sideways so it all leaked out. So I've actually just put a very small amount on the end of that tissue there, because silicone grease and wheelchair push rims don't go together. It makes them very slippery and you can't push your wheelchair. So, yeah, not helpful. Never mind. Right, I'll put that end in there. We need to press some stuff together, don't we? So this one here, it should be the bigger one at the back and the smaller one at the front. That makes it fit right. Oh, I might need to move it all up because I don't think I'm going to have enough pressing. So when that goes on there like that, look, that fits lovely. There's no lip there and there's no lip there. Not like there was before. Just wind that back in. So then I'm going to just wipe a tiny amount silicone grease on there. Much nicer fit. And the lid. There we have it. That's nice. I like that one. I mean, it's not unusual. That's 2 fountain pens made. That's the clicker end on there. Oh, I know what we need here. We need an ink cartridge, don't we? That'd help. I'll go on there all the way eventually. Nice and tight. It's nice, huh? Right. So I just got this one to finish. That was quite cool, that one. I really like the colours of it. Colours are crazy with the silver in there. Right. That's them lot done. I'll show you guys. Oops. That was all my pen kits. And that's because I've got silicone grease all over my hands. Oh no. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. So yeah, big thumbs up from me. I've really enjoyed making these. Thank you very much, Huw Davies from Wouldn't It Be Nice, for getting me into having a go at some pens. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it, actually. Everybody, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and comment, because I always reply to all of the comments. And please head over to Huw Davies, Wouldn't It Be Nice. He is a brilliant pen turner, and hopefully we're going to have a little bit of collaboration together and we're going to make some stuff, some fancy pens, as well as these type of pens, which I think are quite fancy. They're really, really nice, to be honest. But we're going to make some different ones. We'll soon see. Thanks, guys.